The Washington Building Congress is pleased to present the Craftsman Hall of Fame. This honor is in recognition of enduring commitment, exceptional skill, quality craftsmanship, and extraordinary dedication.
My name is Reggie J. STUDENY, Jr. I'm a stone and marble mason, and I've been in the trade roughly 37 years right now and enjoy myself the whole time.
The name is BONACIC. They call me Barry, and I'm last 50 years in the architectural precast business.
My name's Anthony Davis. I've been a member of Local 602, Washington D.C. for 34 years. I've been a welder, I've run screw pipe, I've run copper, rigging, done just about everything you can on the construction end of pipe fitting, and enjoyed every minute of it.
My name is Mark Booker. Started in pile driving in 1973 with Oak 2311. I've been a member ever since.
Born and raised in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I had an uncle in the trades. Mom says go to service or go with Uncle Bob to D.C. in the stone trade. So I chose Uncle Bob. I was 20, yeah. So did the weekly trip. Spent another week down here, head back home. And then when I got the apprenticeship offer, I was engaged. Had to break the news to the wife that, hey, I got an apprenticeship down in Maryland, Washington, D.C. We're gonna have to move. Man, that woman said, when are we leaving? Got married and moved down here. Apprenticeship started in '74. Been here ever since. Trade's been good to me. Of course, I've had a lot of good guys teaching me along the way.
I was born in Croatia, and my background is the University of Architecture in Croatia, capital Zagreb. So in 1960 I started in the precast and been in the same profession ever since. My age is 77, and it's the wonderful product because it's exterior. Once it's up on a building, you enjoy to see something what was on your board and being erected, and it stays there forever.
I grew up outside of Manassas, just south of Manassas, in a little town called Nokesville. My grandparents raised me. We had a small farm. My grandfather and uncle were both out of Local 602, pipe fitters. Growing up on a farm, I liked working with my hands. Back then you had a summertime help program, and I worked that for 3 years, and I loved it. And I talked to my uncle, said I really wanted to get into pipe fitting. I got in the trade and never regretted it. The money was great. I thought $4 an hour was that's what they started apprentices out on. I loved it.
You have good teachers. That makes a big difference in this trade. So you had that early training by the experienced guys that helped you along. They kept you going, kept you straight, give you that quality of work. You know. But my father was the same way for me. If it wasn't, you ain't gonna do it right, don't do it at all. So I had part of that in me already. So I teach my guys same thing. If you're not gonna sign your name to it, it ain't good enough then. This way you can say, I did that, and be proud of it.
My architectural training, University of Architecture of Croatia, have given me incentive of drafting table, geometry and math, as well as the handwriting. I did develop special freehand drafting that was appreciated by many architects as the clarity and the accuracy. So I always liked the drafting, and I did also some the painting and art I was always interested in. And architecture is the part of the, I believe, the wonderful art.
You take drawings home with you. My little boy said, what you doing, Dad? I'm doing my homework, kid, just like you are. To me, being the marble man, which I enjoy the most, is when you do that marble floors with the starburst and everything. And you're doing that spiral staircases. So as a marble man, you pick up more of the special jobs.
I'm old-fashioned. I got to be down there in the field. You get a feel for the jobs that way. I'm not afraid to go down there and get dirty, pull on chain falls, pick up pipe, rig, anything, and to people down in the field, if they think it can't be done, I'll show them that it can be done.
My first appearance on Washington Building Congress recognition was in the 80s. And it's nice to be recognized, come from a small country of Croatia to this great country of USA with a tremendous opportunity and be on the stage and having my name called out, and just absolutely personal pride, yes.
Well, I remember the first award, and the project manager came down for that job. He nominated 4 of us that were in the crew in the field, He said, it's you guys that made this job successful. But it felt good to know that somebody noticed and appreciated what you had done.
I just retired at the beginning of January of 2011. It makes it seem like everything's worthwhile, you know, like your efforts aren't going unnoticed. It's truly a great honor. Thank you.
But it's always nice to get that extra little big pat on the back. Yeah. Then when I told the missus, man, it was just, she went overboard on it. You know, we gotta go out and celebrate. Put you on top of that mountain, you know.
I'm very proud. I don't really talk much at home about work. I've got 4 daughters. I plan on bringing most of them to this dinner. Let them see a little bit what I've been doing for the last 30-some years.
It's nice to see the product that what you have drawn was in front of you, now is up on a 14-story building, way up on 13-story, and just absolutely joy, and I have a very personal pride in it, yes.
Do the little extra. You know, like I said, you take a set of drawings home with your study, or you get to a little bit earlier, study your drawings, get into your job. You know, that way you're going to do that a little bit better. You learn a little bit more. You know, you see a little more ahead of time. You want to sign your name to something, then you know you're hitting that quality of work, and you can always be proud of what you do.
You got to be determined. I grew up, my grandfather always said, "Don't tell me can't." You know, them old timers, him and all the rest of them that I learned from, you know what, they always said, if you can't do it, they don't need it. The contractors don't need us. I mean, that's all we've got to sell in this industry is our abilities and knowledge.
What do you think your grandfather would think about being nominated for the Hall of Fame?
He wouldn't be able to contain himself, I don't think. I think he'd be just as proud as he could be. Like I said, I hope he's watching this.
It is with great pride that we present to you the Craftsman Hall of Fame, Class of 2011.